All right. Is that everything you got there? Rely on action items.
Yeah, yeah, the rest is, yeah.
Okay, Rita?
Beth, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
1961, I think.
Well, that's why I've had a big question mark on all your stuff, and I emailed it to you, because I couldn't, the numbers weren't matching it.
Right, that's what I was wondering which one you're talking about.
Correction.
If it's backflow preventer, I don't show anything last week, correct?
I listened to the minutes again, and I couldn't find it. So that's
Oh, well,
like what
I checked last night, but I didn't have a chance to check today when I get back. And I want to let the board know too, this past month, the past 2 or 3 months, but really in the last 6 weeks, I had a very bad time. I didn't really know what was wrong, and finally was able to get to a specialist, and I have just my right hip is going to be replaced. And so I'm having just terrible pain, and it's been affecting my ability to work both at Cray and anything extra, so may impact my ability to keep working for the town. And I'll just probably talk to you later about that, but so I didn't get much faith in this weather. It's not just in my hip, it has arthritis everywhere, that's wrong with my hip, so I just want to let the town know that. It's really been affecting me lately. I've been having to turn to cane and having a whole lot of trouble.
What's this credit card resolution under, Rita?
That was just I had one change, I think that's the one on this.
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about? I just had one change.
Right.
And I can email it.
Okay.
Look at it and make sure that's what you want.
And then the letter to Hayes and Dent?
He got a letter back, but there's no resolution. He's saying hire somebody to redo the annexation. I know that was mentioned in the triad thing, that there's more annexation that needs to be done. It might be a point of negotiation if you pick up somebody to do that, and then get them to redo that one. I mean, I agree with what Tim said and with what Triad said. He really should use somebody that specializes in that. It's not easy. The town of Washington, I realize their local council, they use outside council, they use the council on over there. Actually.
I know, trouble isn't getting paid for one.
Yeah.
Well, frankly, I doubt that he did. Greg, Jeff was not operating the same way I was, and I don't think he did that much. I think that's the biggest problem. Plus, there was not a whole lot of involvement. I'm not trying to disparage Jeff. I'm just saying I think the town was trying to do it a lot themselves through the certain stuff to save money. So I don't think there was a level of attorney involvement. Maybe on both parties' parts there was some fault for that, but there was probably not the level of attorney involvement that there should have been, and therefore it kind of fell off the skids before it got completely finished correctly. And to fix it, and I did consult with Alan, that's his specialty, that's who's doing the work for town of Washington, city of Washington. He said to fix it, it's messed up in 2 or 3 ways. The cleanest way would be to just redo it.
Okay.
And he didn't think that, and I don't think that there's an objection to it either in that location. Because it was desired to begin with. So it's unfortunate with that. I mean, we discussed, when I discussed it with him, I had all the documentation, I had all the answers from Jeff. What's his name? Norris. And from as much as I could get from Hayes and Dent, which was very, very little, but everything they had. And I had talked to, I think that was the county surveyors, the dentists. I had all those pieces, and when we went through that stuff, it was like there's not a good way to fix it.
Okay.
It's very prescribed by the statute what has to be done.
Yeah,
Was the problem the description of the land description or
That was
procedure?
one of the problems. It was both. The procedure calls for certain things to be done in a certain order. There isn't any verification that those got done. There's no verification things got published or what got published. So he doesn't even know if, we don't know if we know the wrong legal description ultimately was attached. It's a duplication of what it was. So was that what was put in the paper? We don't know. I don't know if it ever got in the paper. what should have happened. There's just no documents on it. And I'm betting it never even went, I don't know if it even went in the paper. I mean, we could find that piece out, even if we did, it was probably the wrong one. Or only partially, it was maybe only the first half, so it was just jacked up, I
Yeah.
would say.
I mean, to me, the only thing is yeah, to get it done, you have to do it over.
Yeah, and in that last meeting, we talked about when we had to try, we are looking at trying to do a bunch of annexing around, well, starting out here west, but
I just saw it in the paper, but
Yeah.
the only thing I was if maybe because I don't think that it would, necessarily cost that much, but, it may be something, $5,000 maybe to have it done if it were standalone. And maybe if you were doing other annexation, they would roll it in and do it, and maybe able to do it all together. It's one big piece. You know what I mean? Instead of doing a standalone separate, they just do one big annexation, includes that swatch.
And they could.
Yeah, and that way you're not piecing it out. So
Yeah.
that may be the simplest answer, and I'm thinking that probably could be done.
They were talking about that the legal description of town boundaries as they exist now is available from the surveyor. He's required to keep that. Is that right?
Yeah, I think that's partly
Would that be a big asset, and you've already got one boundary determined? Just to go X number of feet over, and what that, I wonder if that was used before.
Well, it should have been. It was like when I was doing the one by the SM house, that's what we had to do. That's what when I went to the west, that's what they had to do. They had to work with the records that existed to figure out where our boundary is and where we had to go from there. In fact, there was kind of a little issue there, and before it got completed and we got it resolved, I had to work with Midwest.
I just never heard that that is required of the sheriff surveyor and available to us.
That's where the hitch came in Parkview when it became known, was because when you finish the annexation steps, one of the last steps is you have to notify this whole list of people in the statute. And the reason for that is to notify those people that they have to change things. They have to change official records. Like you have to notify people at the state house. You have to notify people here that then in turn would notify somebody like the county surveyor that, hey, Odon's boundary is no longer what it was before. And here's how it's changed. And so that's when he was trying to do that, when he realized it was off, that the legal was not matching. That's who brought it up to begin with. I think to you maybe, was that it was wrong. Maybe brought up to Harry Hansen, or he brought it up through somebody, and it came filtering up to me that that's wrong, and they need to fix it. And then it came up to you because of the speed issue, and he wouldn't. Dennis was like, well, he was not going to change it because it was not right in the documents he got. And so then I spent ages and a lot of time trying to go back and unravel that. I mean, multiple times trying to get stuff from Hayes. They didn't do anything. And like I said, it became clear. I tried to get things from Opal, and I don't even know if it was better. I think it was
Annexation practice is a lot more difficult than it was. Other than you've got to notify these people, like voter registration, all those people. But you're still talking about land descriptions.
Well, you're talking about land descriptions, and you're talking about a very specific procedure to do it, of notice and things. Notice, allowing time for demonstrators. If you have demonstrators, there's another trigger. There's notifications that have to go out. It is very specific. It is not, like I said, even the city of Washington did not utilize their local council to do that work because they know it was freaking important and they had to get it right. And when that is the case, as it is in most annexations, your money is better spent to get it right the first time. I mean, I don't specialize